Well, thank you everyone for joining us to the Soul Tribe podcast listening party. I'm here with Auntie Shalita, and we got some more guests coming. We're here with our wonderful host, Brittany from Bliss with Brit and
Hi.
Brittany Ann. And we have an amazing stage with Maid. She's here with us today. All of these wonderful people are going to be here giving us amazing content that's going to empower you and encourage you. So I am so glad to debut Soul Tribe Media. Go ahead, Brittany.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Soul Tribe Media launch. We're going to start the night by touring the new website over at Soul Tribe Media. I'm Brittany. I'm known for Bliss of Brit and Brittany Lee Ann. I do my own day in the life content, and I am so blessed to be a part of this Soul Tribe. And feel free to join if you would like to. This website is a beautiful host to start at. So, y'all ready for the tour?
Yay. Oh, I can't
Okay.
wait.
So when you open up the website, we get these beautiful headers of Auntie, and you can start at the podcast. If you press play right there, it'll take you to season 1 and season 2, which has all of the dates
Now,
of the releases.
now, Brittany, sweetheart, we can't see the screen.
Oh, you can't?
No, we can't see the screen.
Let me
Hold on
see. I
one
think it's
second.
because I have you spotlighted.
Okay.
Let me.
There we go.
Can y'all see now?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. What I was talking about right here, press play, it'll take you right to the podcast, or you can scroll down and see what all you can find on the site and see the purpose behind Soul Tribe Media. If you scroll down here, we get to the 4 pillars of Soul Tribe Media, the content that Auntie offers simplified. You have Soul Tribe Podcasts, Day in the Life of Auntie, Soul Tribe Sundays, and Can We Talk? You can click any one of these and it'll take you to the playlist that you can go through all of the past history ones, find the ones that align with you, find the recents, and just stay up to date in this Soul Tribe with us. We're going to go further down. This is my personal favorite. It is Dear Auntie. She basically tunes into what the collective is dealing with and writes these beautiful articles. We'll get more into it soon because I want to really highlight Dear Auntie. If we scroll down, weekly, she's going to highlight an affirmation, the action or process of affirming something or being affirmed. We're starting off this launch with I release the burden of living by others' standards. I honor the voice of my soul, trusting that where my heart leads, the divine provides. And that is beautiful. And then right here, you can get a one-on-one consultation with Auntie if that is where your heart is being led to. Scroll down, or you can do a Sage of Mage over there on the couch on the right. You see her.
Yes.
And then she also has weekly mantras right here that we can get into. We're starting off with which is a beautiful one. And if you would like to connect with the Soul Tribe, link with the Soul Tribe, you'll find it right here. And then, of course, we have the beautiful handmade products. We have our candles, our oils, and our cleanses. And at the bottom right here, contact us. Anything you could ever want or need, we'll answer there. And at the bottom, you can see we worked with Midas to create this beautiful site with you guys. So let's get into each one, show y'all how each page works specifically. This is the podcast
Welcome everyone
page.
to the Soul Tribe podcast.
There's
I'm
Auntie.
Charmaine, where we value community, connection.
And you can scroll down and see all of season 1 and season 2. They have the launch dates right here beside it. Scroll down, anything you could ever want here on the podcast. You can listen on the site or go to Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Amazon Music. She has a lot of beautiful podcasts coming up. Next, we have Dear Auntie, like I said, personal favorite. She taps in to the collective consciousness, sees what we're dealing with, and you can come and look, see if you align with any of these titles. Click whichever one aligns. This one is a beautiful one. I'm living by other people's standards, a letter. You can read what they are dealing with, go to Auntie's response. And then the most beautiful thing is she will prescribe us beautiful mantras, affirmations to get out of whatever rut we're in, whatever feelings that we're feeling, lead us through feeling those feelings and releasing those feelings to become better overall as a soul tribe together. So if you're feeling off about anything, go over to Dear Auntie. If you're feeling good about anything, go over to Dear Auntie and just better yourself for the pleasure of bettering yourself. Then you can click and see all of our services. Like I said, we have readings with Auntie and Miss Amani. Beautiful. And consultations. And then next we have the About Auntie page. I know we all think we know Auntie, but this really gets into her story. And it's beautiful to see how she can go from Huffington to healer, as it says, and to truly grow this visionary woman who she's always has been into the Auntie that we know her as today. So get into the history of Auntie, see why she answered when Spirit called. Of course, our beautiful products, journalism to journey work, really just get into her legacy emotion, see where she's going, where she's been, and all the beauty surrounded in that. And of course, like I said, we have our shop. We've always had the beautiful products. It has been elevated. Come here to check it all out. So that is all that we offer specifically with the website. I'm gonna throw it back over to Auntie, see if there's anything she would like to add.
Brittany, you are an amazing host. Listen,
Thank you. I'm trying.
listen, you are a phenomenal host, and I am so glad that you joined the Soul Tribe, because you and all of you who come together and we create dynamic content, we are the people who hate watching the news. Yes, we are the people who hate listening to the ratchet and the negativity and all of the discord that all the world is going on. And so I decided, remember guys, I did decide that I was not going to pour any more of my energy into that direction. And I was going to build something that fed more of the people like us, people who are seekers and teachers and want to connect spiritually with something greater than ourselves. People who are not super religious, but are spiritual, and we connect with God wherever. And so I am so excited, guys, for you to join us to see this wonderful debut of Yaminah from the Healing is Work, as we talk about really radical self-love showing up for you time and time again. I'll send it back to you, Brittany.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie. Are you ready?
Yes, indeed. I am.
Now that it is also the launch of SoulTribe Media, we have paired with it the launch of season 2 of the podcast. This first episode is the interview of Yaminah from Healing is Work, Choosing Ourselves First. We have a couple of minutes left in this meeting, so we're just going to let it play and watch it together as a Soul Tribe. So let me get this set up. There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Y'all hear it?
Yep.
Okay.
Welcome everyone to the Soul Tribe podcast. I'm Auntie Charmaine, where we value community, connection, devotion, herbalism, and all the other amazing things that brought our grandmothers together. We're keeping the traditions, and we are so excited to have you here with us.
Hello and welcome everyone to the Soul Tribe podcast. And we have the amazing Yaminah. How are you, sweetheart? I am doing very well. How are you? And thank you for having me. Oh, I am so glad. Listen, everybody, first of all, Yaminah has a wonderful co-host for their podcast called The Healing Corner. And they were so gracious to invite me to their podcast. And I knew when we had ours that we was going to invite this over, because baby, when I say she got the spirit, she got the spirit. So we're going to talk about today, guys, the importance of choosing yourself over and over again, always showing up for you. So tell me, Yaminah, why is this a topic so near and dear to your heart?
This topic is the most near and dear to my heart because it is literally what I have chosen to embody and to create my life coaching business around, because there was a time in which I did not consider myself, take time for myself, choose myself first, second, or third. And it took a toll on me physically, on my mental health, spiritually, and in all the ways. Physically, I put on a lot of weight, a lot of things. And once that moment of turnaround where I was like, okay, I can't keep living like this happened, and I started choosing me first, everything changed. It feels like I'm aging in reverse, and I'm just enjoying life so much more. And so it's not negotiable at this point. I know what it can do for people, and so I want to show people the way.
You know, one of the things that I can appreciate about choosing you first is that is how life was intended initially. Because when we come into the world, even twins are not born together. There's something about understanding that you matter, so much so that you're willing to pour into yourself. As a society, we clearly are seeing the breakdown in society, the breakdown in the family structure, the breakdown in professionalism, the breakdown in community, the breakdown. Clearly, this is a direct reflection of not putting oneself first. How do we start the process of unlearning? You understand the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. How do we start unlearning the foolishness that we have taken on as society and start really pouring into each other to put ourselves first?
I think that everything begins with self and being honest with yourself, in the fact that it took a really long time to get to where you are. And so getting to the place of choosing yourself first and thinking beyond yourself and in deeper ways and questioning things is something that you're gonna have to do one question at a time, one step at a time. So it's gonna be, okay, I used to do this one thing this particular way. What does it look like to consider doing it another way? Why do I do it this way? Where did that come from? Is that my truth? Is that somebody else's truth? And as you start to slowly peel back the layers of the things that belong to you versus the things that were given to you versus the things that you may have inherited and you have no idea where they've come from. Once you start to sort through that, then you have more clarity about who you are and what your values are and what you stand on. And from there, you just continue to build.
You hit something on the head that, you know, was spirit mold. You said, and it allows you to see who you really are and to stand on business. So basically, if I'm using your metric, is it safe to say that somehow we've lost who we were? Because clearly, if we knew who we were, we would behave differently. So how do you start the process of connecting self to the true self? Because that's what it is. Because I find that so many of my clients live their entire lives outside of themselves, clearly outside of themselves. So much so that government is in the brain. President is in the brain. This is in the brain. All of it matters so much, but right now, in these moments, your life is not affected by that. In this moment, I am in my space, you are in yours, and right now we are safe. Why do we take these outside noises and make them the loudest voices in our heads?
It's the brain and it's society, right? So society has set itself up in such a way to keep us distracted, to keep us on the hamster wheel, to keep us looking in every direction except for inside. And so we have to be intentional in making the choice of not engaging with everything that comes across what we see with these eyes that we have. And that looks like coming up off of social media. You might not delete the whole app and never have it, but you have to be cognizant of how much screen time that you're having with social media, with TV, with all the things. You have to be conscious about what you're putting inside of yourself. And so maybe instead of listening to music with lyrics that don't resonate with who you are, how about listening to a podcast that's going to feed you and to stretch your mind?
Come on now. You know, I see a lot of people complain about the very thing they allow themselves to be exposed to. So you hate the gossip, but you sit and listen. You hate the this and the that, but you go straight to it. How do you start changing into an acquired taste? Because you know what I'm saying? Kitchen table talk when I was in my 30s is not the same kitchen table talk in my 40s now. How do we start acquiring a different taste for life?
I think it's with the evolution of you. The more that you are willing to grow, the more the resources and the people and the places start to appear, because all this stuff is always around us at any given time. But if you're not attuned to it, you're not going to see it. You buy a car, you've never thought anything about this car. Now that you're driving it, there's 99 of them on the road every single day.
500 G's. 500 G's. When I had my Pacifica, 500 Pacifica. What is that I'm saying? You are absolutely right. That is so funny. The funny thing about the way everything moves, it's like that saying, when the student is ready, the master will appear. I'm actually seeing that because there are so many people who are on spiritual walk of life who are now understanding the importance of putting themselves first. I think that my greatest awakening happened when I started that. Like it became easier for me to start putting myself first when I woke up. So do you think that there's gonna be an awakening that forces and compels people to wake up and start putting themselves first?
I think it's happening already. It started some time ago. Some of us have already been on the path. Other people are like, okay, wait a minute, I see something's happening. But it's having to happen because we're being shown that the systems that exist, the ways of going about life, we've been told how we're supposed to do a thing. And we did the things and we followed the rules, and it's still crumbling out of shit. And
Come on
so
now.
are you going to
Straight
keep on
shit.
doing it? Are you going to keep doing it the way that you know it goes? Or are you going to take a chance and do something different and crazy? You might actually end up liking yourself way more and enjoying life way more and not having to worry about how everybody else is doing and moving about because you got a piece on the inside that can't nobody shake.
Come on now.
Come on. Then that's for the people.
Okay, we go now, Brittany. If we could stop there, I don't know how much more time we have.
Okay, we have 2
in-
minutes exactly. You wanted to say goodbye?
Yes. Well, listen.
I'm gonna
Let
ask
me tell you. Yes, I would love to say, see you later to the crew.
Okay.
Perfect. So I am so thankful and so grateful for everyone who came and everyone who didn't come. It's okay because we're going to promote this wonderful time because we appreciate and love you all. Let me tell you something. It does take a village creating a tribe, and I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you. I'm looking forward to more of these intimate moments with you because, like I said, I'm the auntie for the community. Peace and love, y'all.
Yes. Peace and love. Check out the website, everybody.
SoulTribe.media,
SoulTribe
beesandpotions.com.
Thank you, Auntie.
You're welcome, boo. See y'all later.
This is SoulTribe Media, where your spiritual journey comes alive. A media movement rooted in empowerment, enlightenment, and elevation. Join me for a day in the life with Auntie as I bring you along on these sacred journeys and gaining everyday wisdom. Read our latest publication at OK Universe I Hear You as we keep it real, tell the truth, and go through our healing with real talk. Listen in on the latest Soul Tribe podcast episode as we give voice to spiritual growth and divine timing. Read the latest publication of BNP Chronicles as we talk all things astrology, numerology, holistic wellness, and mindful practices. Come and sit with us as we have Sunday morning messages with Auntie, as we talk enlightenment, one auntie to one niece or nephew. Join us for our TikTok live show with me, Auntie Charmaine, as we build that sacred community in motion, one amazing conversation at a time. Let me explain something to you, sweetheart. You have entered an amazing space that is going to keep you full and get you the enlightenment that you're seeking. Welcome to SoulTribe Media.